Hello again, it's been a while. Happy New Year. This is I mean, it's probably February when you're watching this, so Happy New Year is probably going to seem a bit late. It's still currently January when I'm recording this, so when I'd planned my triumphant return to YouTube in my head, I'd planned a January vlog that was me setting intentions, cleaning up the studio, getting loads of work done, and then unfortunately what happened was I got COVID right after Christmas. So it's currently the 14th of January, and I think yesterday, maybe Friday, was the first day that I actually felt like I could exist in the world. It wasn't the worst it could have been, obviously. I know some people have had it really, really bad, so I was very lucky. But it kind of, I had it for a week and then it kind of went away and I was like, oh, I'm fine now, I'll go back to work. Went back to work last Monday, and then Wednesday I had to come home from work because I felt like absolute poo on a stick is the technical term, I believe. You know when you're like ill and you just like, you can't do anything, and it then turns into like a bout of depression because you're so frustrated and like down about the fact that you can't just like live your life. A little double whammy there. So now I feel like I can start setting intentions and doing things, so that's fab. So if you're new here and you have no idea who I am, or you never watched my videos before, my name's Nikki. I'm 32 and I'm a wildlife artist with a full-time job in marketing. Yes, basically these vlogs are about me trying to sort of juggle having a full-time job with trying to make a career as an artist on the side, which has previously been super freaking difficult for me. Particularly last year was very tough. I think either my last video or the video before, I was talking about how I basically had to run the department that I work in by myself for like a month and a half, and it was absolutely knackering, which meant that I didn't get any time at all to do art outside of work or really anything else. So last year for me creatively was a little bit of a write-off. I definitely didn't feel like I was myself last year. I don't feel like I was the happiest I could have been, and I feel like not being creative and not doing the things that I love did have an impact on my mental health for sure. So my New Year's resolution, goal for this year, whatever you want to call it, is to just put all of myself, or as much of myself as possible, into my art. Which is not to say that I'm not going to try at my day job. Obviously I'm going to work really hard at my day job as well, but I'm just going to try and keep some of myself for my art. So, famous last words. Hopefully I can do that. Hopefully I can do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm determined, absolutely determined this year that I'm gonna put more time into creating. The one good thing that came out of last year is I learned how to crochet, and I've been crocheting up a storm, let me tell you. I've been making lots of these little daisy granny hexagons because I'm going to make a blanket. I've been blocking them on my granny square blocker, which I don't usually do, so hopefully this blanket's going to be a lot less wobbly than some of my other granny square creations. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at for the new year. I really want to reopen my shop this year. My current timeline for that is beginning of Q2, so like beginning of April, because that gives me more time to work on it. But I'm kind of hoping that I can open it sooner than that. So more time on that. I want to upload more videos. I'm going to try and do every other week videos on here. More social media, more art. It's great. I'm not giving myself too much to do. What do you mean? It's fine. The only sort of art thing I've been working on recently is this painting for my mum's birthday card. It's and if you can't see it, it's just like two swans and some flowers behind, and I just need to paint it, so I'm gonna do that today. So yeah, let's do some painting. So there's been an interesting development in my life this week. After I was giving it all this last time I spoke to you, which for me was a couple of days ago, but for you was probably like 2 minutes ago. Since then, my boss has handed a notice in at my day job, so my life's about to get busier. But it's fine, it's fine. I'm determined that I'm still gonna spend as much time as possible on my art. It's gonna be fine. I think as long as I plan as much as I possibly can and try and organise my time in an efficient way, it's gonna be totally fine, so I'm not worried. It's Friday the 19th of January. I've got the whole day off work, which is great. I finished the card for my mum, assembled it today, wrapped her present, boxed everything up so I can take it to the post office, then realised that I'd forgotten to photograph the painting that I'd finished, so I had to then open the box surgically, take out the card and photograph it, and then retape everything up. And I had to print out another label because I ripped the label taking it off. So today's going well. So yeah, I just need to take that to the post office later. For now, I've got my coffee and my lovely Sailor Moon mug. That is already going cold, sick. Yeah, I need to light down that basically before it goes cold. I think I'm just gonna do some sketchbook drawing. I want to do a bit of crochet. My crochet is going very well. I don't know if you can see. This is the pile of granny squares that I've blocked. So these are like complete, apart from they need a white border on them, but otherwise they're complete. And it's bigger than my head. That's exciting. Is it? I don't know, I find it exciting. So I'm probably gonna do a few more of those today as well. I don't wanna work too hard today. I've had quite a busy week, so I kinda just wanna chill out, do some fun sketchbooking. I completely forgot to say, I signed up to a life drawing class for tonight. It's not a class, it's not like taught, it's just there's a model and you show up and draw it. So I need to get the supplies ready for that. I was excited about it, but in typical me fashion, I was very excited about it when I booked it, and now it's happening and I'm like, I don't want to see people, I don't want to leave the house. It'll be great, it'll be fun. I'll have a great time. I felt like this when I did my pottery class last year. I didn't want to go, and then I went and it was my favourite thing ever. I don't know how much of the life drawing session I'm going to be able to film, because obviously there's going to be a naked lady there, so I obviously don't want to film her. I'm sure she doesn't want me to film her, particularly for YouTube. So I'm not going to take my camera, but I will take my phone, and I'll take my little tripod thing and see if I can film some of it. So yeah, so I need to get the materials ready for that. I think I'm going to take an A3 sketchbook and my regular A4 sketchbook. I need to figure it out. I'm not going to take any paint. It's probably just going to be like pens, pencils, that variety of thing, because I don't want to have to wait for the paint to dry. It's only 2 hours, so I don't know if they'll be long enough. But yeah, so I'm actually going to do that now, and then I'm going to do some sketchbooking. So I wasn't really sure what kind of art supplies I wanted to take with me. I knew that I wanted something that was going to be quick drying, if not completely dry, something that I could get a range of marks with, and something that would just in general look nice. So I grabbed lots of random stuff. I grabbed some pencils, some markers, some brush pens. I started out testing the brush pens because I thought, oh, what I could do is I could use the brush pens and use them with a little bit of water. So I got my water brushes out, tried blending those out to see what it would look like, and it looked okay. I didn't mind it, but I thought I'm not going to be wanting to wait for the water to dry because it was only a 2-hour session. I then got out my old Colorista watercolour markers. I don't know if you remember, I got sent these for free last year to try them out. I'd forgotten that they don't actually work on non-watercolour paper really, or like paper that's not meant to be used with watercolour, like they just don't blend very well. I even tried out some charcoal, which I absolutely hated, so the less said about that the better. Randomly last year, or it might have even been the year before, my grandma gave me an old set of oil pastels that once belonged to
my granddad. So I have no idea why she had these oil pastels. They must be over 20 years old. In fact, they must be over 30 years old. They're probably older than me. Anyway, I've not used them for anything, and then I got them out and just did a little like sketchy picture, and I actually really liked it, so I ended up taking those with me. I then got out my Promarkers because I was like, oh, I bet I could do the same thing in marker and that'll dry super fast. And obviously they've got a chisel tip, so you can get a wide range of marks with these. So tried that out and absolutely loved the outcome. Turned out really cute. I liked sort of the sketchy way that I put the marks down. So yeah, so I ended up grabbing those. So I ended up with the brush pens, the markers, I think, my black Pentel Pocket Brush, and just like a regular pencil, an eraser. And then I also cut a few bits of Bristol board, because the trouble with marker is that it like goes straight through to the other side of the paper, so using it in a sketchbook is always a little bit sort of touch and go. But yeah, those are the art supplies that I decided on for the life drawing class.
Where are we going, Colin? We're going into Holywells Park and hopefully we'll see some otters, which have been a bit of local celebrities that have been spotted in the last couple of weeks at Holywells Park, and we're going to see if we can see them. Fingers crossed.
We won't see them.
We probably won't,
Prediction.
but we'll see. Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. We've still got a bit of January left, but I'm probably just going to be spending the rest of the month editing this. But before I properly end the vlog, I just wanted to show you the pieces that I made at the life drawing class. It was so fun. Obviously it was like, I don't want to go, I don't want to see people, I don't want to meet people that I don't know, but actually when I went I had such a good time and everyone was super nice, everyone was super friendly, so I'm definitely glad I went. Also the model was super cute and super funny. I messaged her on Instagram afterwards and she offered to buy one of the drawings I'd made of her, which was so sweet. Obviously I said that I would just give it to her for free because it's her face. It seems weird to me to sell that to someone when I made it anyway. It's not like it was commissioned or anything. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the pieces that I made. Trigger warning, I guess. Warning, content warning, whatever you want to call it. There's boobs. There's boobs in this. So if you don't want to see some boobs, don't watch this next bit. I feel like I'm gonna get like told off by YouTube or something, but like I can't. It's got boobs. Don't look if you don't like boobs. How can you not like boobs though? Boobs are great. Anyway, so this was just I think they were like 5-minute poses, just in a real quick, real simple in pencil. I think you can tell that I was like pretty rusty when I made these ones because they're not terrible. I definitely didn't get the face right, but you can definitely tell I was a bit rusty and I needed to warm up. The lady Sarah that runs it had like this book of like challenges, and she picked this challenge out of this book. So the next drawing that we did, it was another I think it was a 5-minute pose, and we had to use 2 colours. So you know when you hold like 2 coloured pencils at the same time. Now I didn't take any coloured pencils, I only took markers. So I held 2 markers at the same time, which I didn't think was going to work at all because it was really difficult to hold them and actually get the nibs both drawing at the same time. But it actually turned out really cool. The green and the purple look so cool together. It kind of messes with your brain when you're drawing like that because you're almost looking at both the lines at the same time, so your sense of like scale and perspective is really like incorrect basically. So the proportions and everything are terrible, but otherwise I think it looks really cool. It looks really like neon. I really like it. So then I kind of felt a bit more confident. The next one I think was a 20-minute pose, and this one I'd really liked the eye that I made in my sketchbook with the marker, so I wanted to try and do something in that style, and I made this. The face is not good. I'm not happy with the face at all, but the rest of it I actually think turned out really cute. This way of using markers is also really useful if all your markers are running out of ink like mine are, because you're not actually covering the whole area. So yeah, by the time I got to that one I was pretty much warmed up. So then we did another 20-minute pose, and this time I really wanted to try and get her face right, because she had this absolutely beautiful face and I was really disappointed with the way I'd captured it in the previous ones. So I thought I did an alright job. She also, bless her, the model Ree, she had loads of tattoos and they were stunning, absolutely gorgeous tattoos. But when you've only got 20 minutes to do a drawing and you're not really confident, it's really difficult to actually do tattoos as well. And I didn't want to just like put scribbles on her. So I didn't draw any of her tattoos up until this point. And then we were getting towards kind of the end of the session because it was only 2 hours. So I think got quite a lot of work done for 2 hours, to be fair. And I think we had like 35 minutes left, so we decided to just do a 35-minute pose. And because I hadn't drawn her tattoos at this point, I really wanted to try and get some of her tattoos in, and I had this lovely back shot, this whole back piece, and I was like, just gonna get this back piece done. So I just used pencil for this one. And like, the proportions aren't great, like, don't get me wrong. Her legs are a bit short, I think. Something's gone a bit wrong in the bottom half, but I bloody got a back tattoo, didn't I? And it was peonies as well, which I historically have drawn quite a lot of peonies, so I was like, I haven't really got an excuse, I need to draw this back tattoo. So I did, and it turned out really cute. So yeah, all around had a fab evening, and I was like, I'm coming to the next one, because they do it monthly. Annoyingly, I can't go to the one in February because I'm going to be away with work, which is really frustrating, but I've already signed up and paid for the one in March, so I'm definitely going to be going to that one. Big thanks to Sarah at Pop Print Studio, because that was such a good time. I'm really glad I went because I was nervous about it, but I went, so yay! I really hope you've enjoyed watching this. I hope you enjoyed the footage of the otter. That was freaking magical. I've never seen an otter in real life that wasn't dead at the side of the road, so I was extremely happy. It was like the best day of my life. So I hope you enjoyed that. I feel like there wasn't a lot of drawing in this. Maybe when I edit it, it will feel like there was more drawing in this. I feel like it's a lot of me just sort of chatting about my life. But yeah, overall I've had quite a good month. I'm determined to keep creating art, to keep doing my thing. Not just because I'd quite like to make it a career, but also because it's something that gives me joy. And I think even if I didn't ever make it a career, it's something that I'd want to continue doing because it makes me happy, and you need to make time for the things that make you happy in life. So I would love to know if you're in a similar position to me, like you've got quite a demanding full-time job and you're trying to do that art thing on the side. Leave me a comment about any of your like sort of tips and tricks of how you like make it work. But I'm excited to get back into my passion, basically. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. There's gonna be vlogs like this, crochet content, painting content, live content. If you like me and you like that kind of thing, then stick around. If you don't, that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm not for everyone. I know that. I'm actually now about to film a sketchbook tour, so the next video after this one should be a sketchbook tour. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely stick around. People love a sketchbook tour, I've found, so I'm quite excited to get this one done because this sketchbook's been finished since like back end of last year. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're keeping well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!